usually happens. Okay. Hi. I'm good. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, you all like get online and like how different do we look in person? I have seen her on a Zoom screen that's this big. So, yeah. It's like, okay, I'll say something. Is this your first one? You'll get a lot of it. Very good. Coaches. Yeah, like my seventh graduate. Yep. I've been working with Project Literacy for 2 years. Yeah, it's really gives people a good alternative to the GED. I had one student work through the GED. It took him about 2 years to prepare for it and actually, pass it in total. And it's just a really different approach and a different way to prepare for it. This is just so much better. Yeah.
I know, I used to be in advisor. It's just, yeah, it's wonderful. Wish everyone was. But, I mean, I guess
go to every item. It depends on how often they go to the system. They're streaming it, they're supposed to be streaming it, so yeah, very encouraging. I figured go ahead and check it out.
Good evening. I am Tonya Akins, President and CEO of Howard County Library System. It is my great pleasure and honor to welcome you this evening to Project Literacy's 2023 graduation. If you would please rise at this time, if you are able, for our national anthem. Thank you. If you would please remain standing for the procession of Howard County Library System's class of 2023. Thank you so much. Please be seated. Thank you to the River Hill Brass Quintet for their performance this evening. Please give them a round of applause. Thank you so very much. We appreciate your dedication to this ceremony year after year. Thank you. A quick housekeeping note, if you'd please note the exit nearest you. There's one in the back here, here, and here. Please also take a moment to silence your cell phones, if you would, please. Howard County Library System's Project Literacy Program has touched the lives of nearly 12,000 students since it began in 1987. Students have received their external high school diploma, achieved U.S. citizenship, became certified nursing assistants, improved their English skills, and worked on skills to enter the workforce. All of this takes a multitude of resources, so we want to thank and recognize the funders who helped make Project Literacy possible. Exelon Corporation, Friends and Foundation of Howard County Library System, the Institute of Museum and Library Services, and the Maryland State Department of Labor. Most importantly, we're here this evening to celebrate and acknowledge the remarkable achievements of our 14 graduates. We will hear inspiring stories from students who overcame many obstacles to reach their dreams of receiving an external high school diploma. Our students pursued their studies while raising families, working full and part-time jobs, and dealing with other challenges. Reading through their stories, I was reminded of a quote from Eleanor Roosevelt, who said, "You must do the thing you think you cannot do." Students, you have done just that this year. Your dedication inspires your families and all of us. You are role models for those who come after you. I commend each of you on your tenacity, your perseverance, your courage, and your commitment to making better lives for yourselves and your families. Our Project Literacy program would not be possible without the generous support from the Maryland Department of Labor, and here to bring greetings and give remarks is Adult Education Program Specialist, Laura Ostrowski. Laura.
Thank you so much. Good evening, graduates, President Akins, Howard County Library System staff, family, and friends. I am Laura Ostrowski, Adult Education Program Specialist with the Maryland Department of Labor. And on behalf of Secretary Wu and Acting Assistant Secretary Roth and the entire Maryland Adult Education and Literacy Services team, I bring greetings and congratulations to the graduates. I am honored to be here to share in your celebration. The Adult Education Program at Howard County Library System is recognized by the Maryland Department of Labor for its hard work in preparing its learners to take the National External Diploma Program and transition to post-secondary education and career training as a pathway for adults to earn their Maryland high school diploma and exceed beyond. We applaud the dedication and diligence of the students and staff of Howard County Library System's Project Literacy. Graduates, tonight is so special because it is your night to celebrate your achievements, your persistence, and most importantly, your commitment. Have you ever noticed that there are a lot of sayings out there that compare success or good qualities with food? You can be the big cheese, or the top banana, or bring home the bacon. Or maybe you're the apple of someone's eye. And this food vernacular is not unique to the English language. For instance, we can find that an action is as easy as pie. It might be ser pan comido, to be eaten bread in Spanish. In Turkish, this same feat is tariondon kul çekmek kadar kolay, as easy as pulling a strand of hair from butter. And c'est du gâteau, it's some cake in French. Why do we say these phrases? Because food makes us happy? Or do we reflect some other aspect of ourselves, our culture and identity in our cherished cuisine? Like with cooking or baking, our celebrations rise from the ingredients of our efforts. A difficult to master NADP post-task assessment or a challenging in-office check, sprinkled with a heaping portion of coaching support or guidance from your advisor assessor, yield the fruits of your labors. The care and attention that you devoted to arriving at this moment is really the full measure and then some of your dedication to your efforts. So in a nutshell, all of our wondrous pathways are unique. Some of the plans among your graduating class include advancing to a new job or training to become a registered dental hygienist. Some of you are already enrolled in a post-secondary program, congrats, with plans to pursue a career in education or graphic design. Whatever your future holds, let the courage, confidence, and persistence that inspire you in others and embrace in yourselves continue to be your recipe for success. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Thank you so much, Laura. It is now my honor to introduce to you the individual who makes Project Literacy happen through her passion, her dedication, and truly her outstanding work. Please welcome our Adult Basic Education Manager, Emma Ostendorp. Emma.
Yeah, you probably can tell I'm a little bit excited tonight, and it's not because of the Canadian air that's blowing our way tonight. Good evening, class of 2023, Tonya, Laura, thank you all for coming. And my name is Emma Ostendorp, Howard County Library's Adult Basic Education Manager. No matter where you're joining us from, whether it's in person or online, none of this is possible without the exceptional leadership of our fearless leader, Tonya Aiken. Thank you very much. And of course, the generous funding from Maryland Department of Labor. And as a matter of fact, I just got the news today, our funding for FY24 has just been approved. So thank you. All right. And last but not least, I want to thank our awesome NEDP team of Nancy, Lisa, and young Emma. I want to make the distinction, the young Emma. And the dedicated hard work, behind the scenes hard work of many coaches and our instructors. So without you, we couldn't be here today. And as for the class of 2023, you're just an awesome group. I'm really in awe of what you have been able to accomplish as individuals and as a group. It doesn't matter when or where you started the journey, and it doesn't matter how long it took you to get to where you are today. And we know every single one of you had to overcome challenges in life, work, health, and still have to meet responsibilities as individuals, as family members, and also as workers, because you work through your quest for a high school diploma. So it is tremendous accomplishment that you are here today. So pat yourself on the back. You did a great job. I mean, there is a certain amount of gratification for being able to get a high school diploma. But having a high school diploma in your hand opens up better employment opportunity for you and also a chance for higher education. And I know, like Laura mentioned earlier, some of you have already started your college classes. And some of you are thinking or are starting to get on with a new job. So no matter where you are later on in life, this is the beginning of your journey. And we want to wish you all the best, all the best. But stay in touch. Let us know how you're doing down the road. But tonight is your night. It is your time to celebrate. Have fun. Congratulations, everybody.
And now we will recognize and congratulate the HCLS Project Literacy Class of 2023. This year's graduating class comprises 14 remarkable students who have worked diligently to complete the requirements for their external high school diploma. Here to introduce the graduates are the National External Diploma Program Advisors and Assessors who've worked with this group of students. Each student will offer remarks. Please welcome Nancy Unterman, Emma Flyman, and Lisa Conklin. Come on up.
Hi, thank you. This evening, we are here to commemorate the unwavering commitment and exceptional drive of the NEDP graduates. Together with their faithful coaches, we, as the NEDP assessors, have had the unique privilege to personally witness the progress of the graduates from the beginning as they work toward this incredible achievement.
Our graduates have shown remarkable resiliency amidst the abundant challenges of life, each working at their own pace. Some achieved this after learning English as a second language. Some worked full-time jobs, some raised children or cared for family members. The challenges and difficulty these men and women faced didn't stop them from reaching their goals. Tonight, we have the honor of recognizing each of these inspiring people.
We would like to pause for a moment to thank all those who make NEDP possible. Our team is comprised of dedicated coaches and volunteers who work with our clients to ensure their success in the program. For those who could not be here today, we'd like to thank you online. And for those who are here, we would invite you to please stand up.
Coaches. Thank you so much. I would now like to share some words from Nan Nan, one of our graduates that could not be here today. Dear friends, I am Nan, one of the students in NEDP. I am so jealous that you can attend the graduation ceremony to celebrate together and express our gratitude and appreciation to our teachers. I should be here, but I have something to go back to in China and will return in August. Like all of you, I was so excited after I received the library letter about the ceremony. I had the help of all the library teachers and staff. They are Ben, Emma, Flora, Nancy, Jovita, Melanie, Dora, and many more. Among them, Emma and Flora accompanied and guided my NEDP tour. Their patience and professionalism are beyond my imagination. Flora helped me even one time when her family was in the hospital, and she tutored me online from the hospital cafeteria. Emma has 2 young kids, and she still met with me on my convenient schedule. I am not only acquired to American culture, but also learned the spirit of professionalism from them. Trust me, NEDP is one small step for our studies and one giant leap for our future life. I have been in the United States for 18 months, and everything is a new challenge for me. I am so lucky to have NEDP. I made a decision to buy a new house by learning the consumer part. I got a job offer at HCPSS by learning interview skills and resume writing. I can understand my paycheck by learning the financial part. And I can finish assignments and essays in university by learning how to cite sources in NEDP. See? NEDP gives me the new generation of immigrants an American dream, a good opportunity to access a colorful life, a job, and a university program. Thanks to all the teachers, and congratulations to my classmates again. Life will move on, and my good memory of NEDP will stay here with you. Thank you, Nan Nan.
This truly life-changing program would not be possible without our amazing leadership. So before we get to the grads, we just wanted to take a second to do a few thank yous. We want to thank by mentioning Emma Ostendorp for her endless trust, guidance, and advocacy that she provides. We are so grateful for all that she does and her exceptional dedication to us and to this program. Thank you so much, Emma. Next, we want to thank Laura Ostrowski, not only for her inspiring speech today for our graduates, but also for inspiring us with her high-quality professional development that she provides to us and all NEDP programs in Maryland. Thank you so much, Laura. And finally, we want to thank Tonya Akins, our president and CEO. All the way in the back. We are so appreciative of your leadership and direction of our extraordinary library system. Thank you for being here and for your continued support of our program. Thank you so much.
We will now ask each client to come forward to accept their certificate as we honor their hard work and dedication. Their coaches, who have stood by their side throughout the process, will now stand with them as they receive their certifications.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
So we're not going to accept the certificates yet. First, we're going to call you up one at a time with your coaches to share a few words. So our first is Shama Ajdir and her coach, Jovita Vas.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Jovita. I'm Shama's coach. It's a big day for her, and it's a very big day for me also. Coming from a different land and, coaching another student, another woman who comes from another land, and both of us standing here today as coach and student, graduating student, is a very big achievement for both of us. Shama is an NEDP graduate, mom of 3 children, and a full-time childcare worker. Her husband says that she still makes time to help other people in need. Shama migrated from Morocco to the United States in 2013. As someone that has come from a different country, I know the challenges. As a woman that needs to hold on to another culture and adapt to a new culture and lead the family in this country, it's not an easy thing to do, especially if English is a challenge. It is a very difficult task. The following are her children's words today. When she first arrived in Maryland, she barely knew any English, and it was difficult to communicate at times. But over time, as she was taking her classes, she would stay up late at night working very hard at her homework. She cooked and cleaned every day. Being able to manage taking care of a 5-person family while getting her diploma, we can truly say we are so proud of our mom and can't wait for what she does in the future. As a student, Shama is hardworking, responsive, and self-driven. The designated time for us to meet was her lunch break, because every other time she's busy doing something. She juggles a busy life with ease, thanks to her skills in planning. As we were preparing the speech for today, Shama was thinking about what happened 4 years back, how she walked into the library not knowing anybody. And this journey for her began with talking to Mr. Ben. And so she started with ESL classes and then her citizenship preparation, and then the NEDP, preparing to get into NEDP, then the NEDP, and from next week on, we'll be in transition. So what I want to say today is that there is a big team behind this one person's success. And there are many years of work and a big number of staff who have engaged with the student throughout her journey. I reached out to a co-worker to find out what they would say about Shama. She speaks highly of her, noting her reliability, teamwork skills, and genuine love for working with children. Please join me in warmly welcoming Shama Ajdir.
My glasses. Okay. Good evening, everyone. NEDP was not easy for me. Everything is new. I want to thank my coach, Javita, for her patience, for encouraging me, and for making things easy to understand. I want to thank Lisa for having an office check with me even early in the morning. I want to thank Project Literacy for helping me learning English, helping me in my citizenship interview, and now earn my high school diploma. My husband Ibrahim, my son Zakaria, and my daughters Sophia and Jenna have been great supports for me, and they are very proud of me. One day, when I was doing NEDP work, Jenna was doing her school work, and she said to me, I want you to be a risk taker. I want you to work at my school. My mother said to me today, مبروك عليك ابنتي تستحقين كل التقدير, which means, congratulations, my daughter. You deserve all the appreciation. With her blessing and the support from my family, I am confident to becoming a teacher at Jenna's school. Thank you all for coming here today to celebrate this very special day. Thank you.
Next, we have Stanley Green and his coach, Carolyn Berlin.
Hi, everybody. I like to kind of sum up my students in a word, I don't know, kind of focuses me. And the word that comes to mind when I think of Stanley is inspirational. And you'll find out why in a minute. But first of all, I want to recognize that he is our first graduate from our program. When we, Project Literacy, got the NEDP program, Stanley was our first graduate. So that was pretty exciting. And now, why is Stanley inspirational? Well, for one thing, he's legally blind. Now, probably none of you noticed that when he walks in because he's very functional. You have vision, no vision in one eye and partial vision in the other, correct? Yeah. But he can still read, and he's very, very functional. And he got a high school diploma. Also, the whole high school diploma program is online. And Stanley is technophobic, would you say? He does not like technology. And when we first started, we met in the library and sat side by side at a laptop, and I was able to guide him through. And that was before the pandemic. Then the pandemic hit, and oh my God, we had to meet online. And that took a bit of learning from both of us, and a big shout out to his wife, Shantavia, who helped him tremendously getting online and figuring all that out. So inspirational. So here's a guy, he's legally blind, he's technophobic, and he gets his high school diploma during a global pandemic. What can I say? Great job. You want to say anything?
I'm not good with this.
That's okay. Just say thank you.
Yes, I want to thank Miss Carolyn. I want to thank Miss Emma, Mr. Ben, Miss Conklin, the whole NEDP staff, and last but not least, my wife, because she put up early in the morning, she put her schedule to the side to help me get on the computer so I can get this diploma, and thank everyone, thank the whole program. Thank you.
All right. Next, I want to invite Shaheen Javed to come up. Shaheen's coach, Mark, is unable to be here, although he is watching. He did prepare remarks to be read to honor Shaheen's achievement. I'm going to read those now. As a dedicated wife and mother of 5 grown children and grandmother of 4 and counting, Shaheen Javed has accomplished the challenging but rewarding goal of earning her Maryland State high school diploma. Since joining us as a client more than 5 years ago, Shaheen has received reading, writing, and math assistance from a number of instructors on our project literacy team. I know some of them are here with us tonight. Please stand to be recognized. Carolyn, thank you. I began tutoring Shaheen at the Central Library in 2019. She has successfully committed many, many hours over the course of that time to the goal of earning her high school diploma. During the first year and a half, Shaheen committed many hours in sessions with me to develop the skills needed to solve a wide variety of math problems. Concepts such as percentages, probabilities, and proportions are just a few of the topics that she would need to master before entering the diploma program. I know that she has also spent many more hours studying and completing the homework assignments to finally pass the math entrance test, and this initial step in her journey to achieve her goal. The next step was to pass the reading and writing entrance test. The writing test would require that she write a practically error-free essay on an assigned topic without assistance in under 75 minutes. She again dedicated herself over the next 4 months to learning and practicing how to write effective 3-paragraph essays, and again, she succeeded. Shaheen also worked with me to prepare for and eventually pass the reading test, which seemed less challenging than math, given her previous familiarity and experience with the English language. Still, it is not an easy test to pass. Once the NEDP entrance requirements were met, Shaheen began in June 2021 what was probably the most rewarding part of her journey, the NEDP General Assessment. For the next 16 months, Shaheen dedicated herself to studying and completing work in 8 subject areas, earning her high school diploma in October 2022. As her tutor and NEDP coach, I can truly say that Shaheen's accomplishments are the results of hard work and persistent dedication. Shaheen, I would like to congratulate you again for being an outstanding student and a deserving graduate.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Shaheen Javed. I am from Pakistan, and I moved to the United States in 1992. I graduated from high school back home in Pakistan, but the languages I learned were Urdu and Persian. During that time, I had 3 kids, and my 2 youngest children were born in Maryland. I struggled with learning English because I never learned English during my education in Pakistan. I wanted to continue my education, but it was difficult because I did not have time, because I was busy raising my children. Once they got older, I wanted to continue my education and learn to speak English well. I dedicated any free time I could to keep trying to get better and learn the language. I really appreciate Miss Emma, who introduced me to project literacy program. I appreciate Mr. Bob, Mr. Mark, Miss Jenny, and Miss Caroline for being such patient and kind teachers, and for always encouraging me to keep trying even when I made mistakes. They are all such wonderful teachers, and I cannot thank them enough. I had my family support too. My husband and my kids encouraged me, and now I am able to communicate with people in English much more easily. I feel free, confident, and will now be able to speak freely with strangers in public. I will miss this program dearly, but thank you for everything.
Next, I'd like to call up Xiaohui He and her coach, Kim Metz.
So, Xiaokui. The thing I remember the most about our first meeting, I had to go back and look when it was. It was April 2022. We met online for the first time. And the thing I remember most was that you said that you were looking forward to the opportunity to do the NEDP program so that you could learn. You were excited about learning. And I thought, that's so cool. And that it would give you opportunities to continue to learn and practice your English, and also just learn about all the interesting topics that NEDP has to offer and learn about. So I've always remembered that. And you also said that you had come from China. Tell me if I'm getting anything wrong. China about 10 months before that, sound right? With your daughter, who was then 6 years old, and that you were looking forward to getting your high school diploma and going on to college and eventually having a career in a new field, different from what you had in China. And I think that really served you well, that learning, that desire to learn, and that enjoyment of learning. And you really demonstrated that curiosity and desire throughout the whole program. You were motivated, you worked really well independently, and you also asked for help when you needed it. And you handled all the challenges beautifully. I'm sure everyone graduating knows there's some challenges involved in the NEDP program. And you were really gracious and graceful. When things were hard, you kept going. And things in life coming up. I remember you having COVID, your daughter getting COVID, and you just kept going. And another thing I was impressed about was the way you were able to balance studying with your family and with your own care of your family and your own care of yourself. I remember I guess last summer, probably around this time, your daughter was about to be off for the summer, which is coming up, right? Yes. And you took some time off to be able to enjoy your family, to be with your daughter, to be with your husband, and just enjoy being together. And then when you came back, you got right back into it. And I think you worked more quickly. It seemed like you just got better and better. So I was like, wow, you're almost finished. I can't believe it. And I remember one of the last times we met, you were preparing an oral presentation about if you were to buy a new TV, which TV you would purchase. And I was so impressed. I was like, wow, you really persuaded me. I wanted to go out and buy the TV that you picked. Your oral speaking was just wonderful, and yes. I'm sure you are very proud of your accomplishment, as is your family. I am confident you will take your love of learning into all that you do, and on behalf of Project Literacy and myself, we wish you much happiness and success on your journey forward. Congratulations.
I would like to thank Howard County Library Project Literacy for giving me this great opportunity to get my first diploma in the United States. I also want to thank Emma, Ben, and my best tutor, Kim, and Nancy. They gave me a lot of confidence and encouragement. I will never forget it. A high school diploma is very important for me because I have a daughter who looks up to me. I need to educate myself for a better future and set an example for my daughter. Flexibility of the NEDP program helped me to reach my goal of graduation. so excited. With this high school diploma, I will be able to apply for a community college training program, which lets me have more choice of jobs. Thank you.
All right. Next, we would like to invite Tina Howell and her coach, Carolyn.
Hi again, everybody. Okay, my word for Tina, and it took me a while to come up with one for you, but I'm using the word persistence. I first met Tina in a math class that I was teaching online. So she's one of those students that I didn't really get to see her in the flesh, but maybe a few times, right? And she did share a little bit about her educational past. Tina dropped out of high school when she was 15 years old because she was pregnant, which happens often. We hear that story often. And she decided to stay home with her child. But she tried for many, many times to get a high school diploma, and she took the GED. I don't know how many. Too many to count, she says. And she passed everything except the math. The math was always a struggle for her. But she found us, and she was in my math class, and she had a tutor. Did you have Bill? Who was your math tutor? Anyway, whoever it was, thank you. Do you remember, Emma? No, not Dora. Okay. James or Mark. Oh, maybe it was one of them. Anyway, thank you, James or Mark. She passed her math test. She got into the program, and throughout the program, I would say Tina had her ups and downs. She struggled. Sometimes she was angry. Sometimes she was frustrated. But other times, sometimes we were elated. And I will say one of the things that we did a lot was laugh together. When you say, yeah. Persistence, won. And the emotion we're feeling now is victorious, right? So here's Tina.
Hello, so I'm Tina Howell, and I just want to say thank you. I'm so grateful for this program, and I'm glad that I completed it. As she said, I was persistent and very persistent. So thank you everyone. That's it. Thank you. Carolyn and Emma, thank you, and thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, next we'll call up Guadalupe Segunda Moreno and her coach, Cindy Fitzpatrick. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I admire you so much. Before starting this program, Lupe, your plate was already full, like overflowing. Right. You're a wife, a mom, 2 jobs, sometimes 3 jobs. And just to make it interesting, you threw in an unexpected major surgery halfway through the program. Anyway, Lupe, you took on this challenge with so much energy and enthusiasm. I mean, I've never known anyone with such drive and determination. And Nancy said it perfectly one day. She said, that Lupe, she's unstoppable. And you made it fun. Needless to say, we had our times of frustration. There were some questions that we could not nail down. 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. And it would come back, not demonstrated, but you're so close. I know we've all heard that, right? And one day, Lupe was so frustrated, she was ready to throw it all in and run away to some beautiful, exotic island. So all I could say to her is, you better take me with you. Anyway, that kind of became our standing joke. You know, whenever the lessons got really challenging, Lupe would say something like, "Are your bags packed?" And I would say, "Yep, they're right by the front door. Should I call the Uber now?" Lupe, you're a beautiful, beautiful lady, inside and out. And you should be very proud of what you have accomplished. And coaching has been a very gratifying experience for me because of you. So, and I am confident that whatever you set out to achieve, whatever you do next, you will shine. So, allow me to introduce Maria Guadalupe Segundo Moreno.
Hi everyone, my name is Lupe, short name. I think it's better. Sorry, I talk too much when I'm so nervous, but I want to say thank you. Thank you to the Howard County Library, because this is the only possibility I have my dream come true. Thank you to everyone. Thank you, Miss Emma, Miss Ben. When I meet you the first time, it's like I'm gonna take a test, like what that means with test. It's like, was so easy. And I say thank you to my husband. He's working, but Damian, he did everything for me easier. For my daughter, all the time it's like, stay there, let me meet Miss Cindy really quick. Miss Nancy, Miss Nancy, thank you so much. Many times I say, Miss Nancy, I have 10 minutes. That is gonna be enough. And what I can say with Miss Cindy, I'm her headache. All the time it's like, Miss Cindy, I'm lost. You need to find me, but I just know two languages, Spanish and English, and I told her so many times, thank you, gracias, so many times, and it's like, I don't know how she can do this. It's like, I can't. It's not easier. She's an angel. It's just Miss Cindy. I love you too much. Thank you, Miss Nancy. Thank you, thank you. Thank you to everyone. I'm so happy, and I go for more.
I would like to now call Ivan Rice and his coach, Carolyn Berlin.
Okay, it's me again. Ivan, the word I picked for Ivan is determined. Boy, was he determined. I first met Ivan in my math class, and it was an online class that started after the pandemic. So I didn't meet any of these people in person. And so I did not realize Ivan's educational history. And he said I could share this with you today, but he didn't actually drop out of school. He got sick in 7th grade with a rare childhood arthritis or something, and he couldn't go to school for several years. And then by the time he went back, he was so far behind. So he only went to 7th grade, you know, and I didn't realize this. He was in my math class for several iterations and was close to passing the math test, but not quite. We got him a tutor, and he had trouble with his schedule and making appointments. And Emma suggested that he take a break for a while until he got his life together, and he did. And a lot of times when we suggest people take a break, they don't come back. But Ivan did. You know, he came back, and I worked with him in math, and he passed the math test. And then the writing was no problem for you. And then he got into the program in February, and by golly, he finished the program in 3 months. He is, I think, the fastest one we've ever had. So there's your determination. So anyway, I'm really proud of Ivan, and here he is.
First, I want to say thank you to everybody that's involved with the NEPD program. Thank you to Miss Carolyn and Miss Lisa for always meeting with me any time of the day anytime I called or texted them, they was always available to meet with me and help me get through these packets, especially the math ones. Thank you to Mr. Ben and Miss Emma. And just thank you to everybody that's involved. Getting my high school diploma was something that I knew I could do. Life. So I'm glad that I prevailed. Thank you.
I would now like to call up Glendis Santos. And Glendis's coach, Linda Camosa, was not able to be here tonight, but she's watching online. So I have some words to share from Miss Linda Camosa. It has been a genuine pleasure to walk the path to this graduation with Glendis. We began working together after she passed the math entrance test for NEDP. At that point, she thoughtfully began to tackle the skills needed to pass the required reading test. Once she did, she persisted in practicing her writing until she passed the writing test. Now, with months of dedicated hard work behind her, she has completed all of the program requirements and is standing in front of you as the recipient of a high school diploma. Congratulations, Glendis. NEDP is time-consuming under any circumstances. That's especially true when you're working on completing the program while holding down 2 additional jobs, as Glendis has. Although she was often very short on time and very, very tired, Glendis kept her eye on her goal of completing the work required to get her high school diploma. When the workload seemed too heavy, she always boosted her own spirits and kept moving forward. That's easy to say, but not easy to do. It's a life skill in itself. Glendis, I'm sorry I'm not able to be with you tonight to tell you how proud I am of you and the work you've done to receive your diploma. I know you've earned it not only through hard work, but also with dignity and respect for yourself and all that you knew you could do. Congratulations and best wishes for the future. I hope this diploma is a stepping stone to help you fulfill your desire to help other English language learners reach their dreams.
Hello, everyone. I am here to thank the NEDP team. I want to thank Lisa for those IOC early and late at any time. And to say thank you, Mr. Rich, who was my math tutor. Thank you to Daisy, my friend, who introduced me to this program. Thank you to my husband, my sister. Thank you to everyone who has been involved in inspiring me to get my NEDP. Thank you to the best coach that I have, Miss Linda. I hope to see you soon. I know you are watching me. And thank you to everyone.
Now I'd like to now call up Ethan Walters and her coach, Carolyn Berlin.
Okay, this is my last one, I promise. My word for Ethan is dedicated. Ethan shared with me that she also dropped out of high school because she was pregnant and stayed home with her child, but she wanted to get a high school diploma. And I met her with Ivan. Ivan and Ethan, by the way, are a couple, and Minko is their baby. So anyway, they were in my math class together, and I didn't meet her in person until she was almost done, right? After she passed the math test, we gave her to a coach, and she was one of our really good teachers, but she left the program. And so I stepped in, and I'm really glad I did, because Ethan was a pleasure to work with. And we set a goal of hoping to finish in September of last year before baby Minko arrived, but we didn't quite make it. She still had a couple more months left. And part of her dedication was, I think he was only a few days old when we met again with this tiny baby in her arms. And for the next 2 months we met, and she was holding him or nursing him or he was sleeping, and she did not let that stop her. She's dedicated. Afterwards, you went to Anne Arundel Community College and got a certificate as an electrical apprentice or something? Yeah, and you got an internship too, right, or an apprenticeship? Yeah, so good for Ethan. So I'm so proud of her and her and Ivan, the little family that graduated together. And here's Ethan.
I want to say thank you to everyone, especially Miss Carolyn and Miss Lisa, for meeting with me and just getting me to accomplish this goal. I've been to a lot of programs, and this one was successful for me. I'm very appreciative for everything that they have done. That meeting at early mornings, late nights, just to get me through this. It was really hard some days, especially having a family, running a business, and just, dealing with daily life. So I want to just thank you guys for everything that you do, and thank everyone for coming out.
And last but not least, we'd like to welcome Wei Wei and her coach, Sue.
Good evening. Wei and I started working together in February of last year. We started communicating with text messages and Zoom calls. Tonight is actually the first time we're seeing each other in person.
I'm so excited.
As we worked together, I learned Wei was originally from China, coming to the U.S. in 2019. She's a busy mom of a 6-year-old son. She has a background and interest in computer-aided design and drafting. Her goal was to get her high school diploma here in the U.S. Everyone here knows how hard getting a diploma is, especially when studying for it in a non-native language. She always came prepared to our meetings and never wavered from her goal. We overcame challenges with COVID, worked around holidays, various travels, everyday family challenges, and even my shoulder surgery took me out for a while. Whatever challenges came along, Wei faced them head on, and we worked through whatever questions she had together. She completed the program this February, finishing in just about a year. I'll add that while working on the NEDP, she was also taking CAD certificate classes at Howard Community College and graduated this spring. Yeah. She's now looking for a job in architecture or mechanical drafting. Wei, I am so proud of you and everything that you've accomplished. I am sure you will do well in all of your future endeavors. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. Thank you for everyone present here. Thank you for our teachers, families, and our friends. I appreciate the library NEDP program gave me a chance to continue studying in the U.S. Our tutors helped me a lot to go through with this program. I consider myself very lucky to meet Miss Sue and Miss Emma and all the coach. They truly care about my progress and taught me a lot. I can say without them, I couldn't get this diploma in 1 year. As Miss Sue said, I also graduated from the HCC this spring. When I thought of to face the following chapter, I felt both apprehensive and excited. But now I'm here with so many people supporting me and encouraging me. I feel more confident to face the following challenge. Thank you very much.
Okay. Wow. Hearts are full. Last but not least, we want to acknowledge and congratulate the following graduates that could not attend today. Yolanda Canales, Kitty Horn Chetri, Taylor Franks, and Nan. And Stephen Brown. At this time, we'd like to invite Tonya, Emma, and Laura to come back front as we call our graduates one by one to receive their certificates, and then to stand over on this side so that we can take some pictures and turn tassels. Okay. Shama Ajir. Stanley Green. Okay. Shaheen Javed. Thank you. Xiaohui He. Tina Howell. Maria Guadalupe Segunda Moreno. Ivan Rice. Glendis Santos. Ethan Walters. And Wei Wei. Do now? Okay, good. At this time, we would like you all to face your coaches and your loved ones and all the people that are here to support you for a picture. And yeah, and we're going to turn your tassels from right to left.
Okay, everybody, over on the right side, hand on the tassel. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Head leaves actually from the front. It's just a small space. Thank you.
It went somewhere. Maybe it's not there. I think it went away. Thank you. There we go. That's okay.
Okay. Congratulations again to all of our graduates. Thank you once more to our generous donors that are listed in your program. Thank you to everyone for your show of support this evening and your attendance. We invite you to remain in the room for a short reception. We have refreshments in the back. Thank you again, graduates. Your stories are inspiring. We look forward to the journey ahead. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. ¿Me quería tomar una foto con Lisa?